So today we're going to talk about some frequently kind of asked questions, and I think one of the most popular ones we get is how do I know if baby's getting enough milk? It's one of the most common reasons moms stop breastfeeding, because there's this perceived notion of babies not getting enough milk. So we're going to talk a little bit today about how you know that your baby is getting enough milk. So everybody's breast milk calorie count and fat content is very different. So if Leigh's baby gets 2 ounces and my baby gets 2 ounces, my baby might be hungry in an hour or two because the calories aren't the same as what Leigh's calories are. So it's very hard to compare mother to mother because we're all so different. And remember, we're all mammals. We all make breast milk for our own offspring. So I think you have to trust your body and what you're producing and know that whatever amount your baby's getting is good for them at that time. So that leads me into another thing. We oftentimes at Breastfeeding Support Group do weighted feeds, and that's a very easy way for people to see what they're actually transferring. Again, we can't count the calories of your milk, we can't do the fat content of your milk, but at least you can see on a scale, because we're not born with ounce markers on our breasts. So the only way to know what your baby's transferring in the early days is kind of to do weighted feeds, and we do that a lot at Breastfeeding Support Group, so that can be helpful as well.
And when we look at weight gain, then we have a marker that we kind of follow. We expect a baby to gain a ½ ounce to an ounce a day. So over the course of a week, that should be 6 to 8 ounces.
Yeah, and that number is most important the first 2 to 3 months of a baby's life, that ½ ounce to an ounce a day. It slows down after that. Once babies hit about 3 to 4 months of age, they don't gain as much, but they gain in other ways. They'll gain in growth, they'll gain in head circumference, and all of that is gain. Those are all good steps that baby takes. And I tell parents a lot, you know, when you look at growth curves, we base it really on bottle-fed kids, and bottle-fed kids kind of grow in that big curve, where a breastfed baby will grow more in stepping stones. They kind of grow, they plateau, they grow, they plateau, and that's normal for a breastfed baby.
A good rule of thumb is just how many pees and poops is my baby having? And if your baby's having 6 to 8 wet diapers a day, and at first you may have a poopy with every diaper change, but at least 3 to 4 poopies a day, you're pretty close to knowing that you're getting all the milk that your baby, giving all the milk the baby needs. The other thing is, my baby content in between feedings? So after I feed the baby, does the baby sleep for an hour or so? Well, then, you know, if your baby's content and you're getting those wet poopy diapers, you're doing a good job.
Yeah, that's a good point too. And I always say, look at your baby, because typically when babies go to breast, their hands are kind of clenched, they're kind of trying to beat at the breast a little bit, and that's natural. They're just trying to get milk to flow, just like any other puppy or kitty does at the breast. They're just trying to get milk to flow. But as they transfer milk, you'll see them kind of relax, and their hands will relax, and their feet will relax, and that's how we know they've transferred milk. So just look for those little cues, and I think that can be helpful as well. So call us if you need anything, 583-BABY. We're always here.